Good morning, Scituate. It's December 13th. Welcome to our weekly update. With me this morning is Superintendent of Schools, Bill Burkhead. We're going to actually start off this week with an update from the superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Boudreau, and good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We'll start off with our health and wellness update. We typically share our COVID numbers, and for the schools this week, we had 34 total cases. This is up 6 from last week. We have started in our Friday sharing of this information with our school community, breaking this out by district and school. So this week we had, last week, excuse me, we had 2 cases at the district level, 11 cases at Cushing Elementary, 6 at Gates, 3 at Hatherley, 7 at Scituate High School, which is down 2 from last week, 5 at Wampatuck, and 0 at Jenkins. Next up, I just want to share some updates. For the first time, Scituate Public Schools will be part of the community-based justice program. This is a connection and a partnership with the local district attorney's office to ensure that our high school team is represented. The purpose of the CBJ, as it's called, is to coordinate efforts of the criminal justice system in addressing juvenile justice. So it's basically a group of prosecutors, district and juvenile court prosecutors with educators, police officers, probation officers, and another key component, social service providers. And they have frank conversations and discussions about youth trends, issues, including substance abuse and social emotional health of our students. And they come up with a comprehensive strategy for prevention and intervention plans for our kids. So the goal is to provide a safer learning environment for all. So thank you for everyone for making that partnership happen, and we're looking forward to benefiting from that for our students. Just want to give a singular shout out to our staff and DEI Director Jamil Adams. This year we're celebrating our equity work and everything we do. And part of that is providing our staff with training and professional development and how to handle situations. So our DEI Director, Mr. Adams, is providing a series of free workshops for our staff over the course of the school year after school that are voluntary, and he's calling them short stops. The first one for the year is titled Technique in Engaging in Complex Conversations. So these experiences will involve collegial conversations and interactions and videos and tabletop exercises to enhance our staff knowledge in this area, but also to challenge our thinking and provide us the opportunities to share and offer feedback and what we're seeing and hearing in the classrooms to better support our staff as we grow together. I think that's it for me this week. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you, Superintendent Burkhead. For people this week, meetings this week, no selectmen's meeting this week. We'll be meeting next week. Capital budget, we're meeting tomorrow night, and the advisory board will be meeting on Thursday as we start getting into the FY23 budget season. For my update, water main construction again has ceased for the season. We're continuing to install services on Rainbow Court and Greenfield Terrace. The water department will also be installing some hydrants on Route 3A this week, so be aware of that. The pilot study is done for now at the water treatment plant. We'll be back in the winter for the cold weather. And we are finishing up our training and getting ready for DEP inspection of well 17A to bring that back online. On the COVID world, we're at 42 this week, which is up from 40 of last week. Our positivity rating over the last 14 days was 4.9, down from 5.17 last week. Plymouth County, however, is at 7.7%, which is more than double my report 2 weeks ago on Plymouth County. Statewide, 5.17, trending up from 4.74 of last week. We did expect to see higher numbers after the holidays, so hopefully this will be about as high as they go. Omicron is here. It is in Massachusetts. It is in the United States. According to the World Health Organization, very preliminary data, it looks like Omicron is more contagious than the Delta variant, but less severe than the Delta variant. So again, this is very early. Keep an eye on that. We'll let you know if we hear anything else. But if you have not been vaccinated, please do so. If you've been vaccinated, check on your eligibility for boosters. Pfizer and Moderna, 6 months after your second dose, you are eligible for a booster, ages 16 and up. And for those who had Johnson & Johnson, you are eligible for a booster 2 months after you get your shot. DPW crews, for people who are wondering, we're still cleaning up from that November storm. The list is getting shorter. If your stuff hasn't been picked up yet, call the DPW. We'll make sure it's on the list, but they are getting around, picking up that as much as possible. Widows Walk Clubhouse, we did the paving on Friday, the final paving of the parking lot, so that looks good. The pro shop is open, and we are working on getting the clubhouse up and running, but you can really see what that's gonna look like. It's gonna be fantastic. The RFP for the operator of the kitchen in the clubhouse went out last week. It is due back on the 18th of January. So we are on track to have an operator in there for the start of the golf season. And again, we are very excited about what that's gonna look like when we get it up and running for the start of golf season next year. Finally, we have a temporary CO on the fire station Hummerock. The ribbon cutting will be this Friday at 10 o'clock down at the Hummerock Fire Station. That's what I have for this week. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see everybody next week. Stay safe.